Good evening and welcome to Friday Clarity Night Call. Today we are going to talk about order and chaos. How many of us we have been taught since we were in school with our parents in our family system that being in discipline, having order, a structure to life is what gives you consistent results. And we did adopt all of that, and we have accomplished some things in our lives through the order and structure, which is the way this reality works. And in that process, how much have we started refusing and avoiding uncertainties in life, inconsistencies, and the chaos? So everything that does not allow you to receive the gift and possibilities that are available only in chaos, will you please now destroy and create it all times a concept. Right and wrong, good and bad, for and for, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So every time I ask you a question, certain thoughts, feelings, and emotions, the points of views that you have been holding on to that particular area in life starts surfacing, it starts coming up, and as we do the clearing statement, all that trash goes away, as if like you have put a sweep on that, and the slate is clean again. How many of us we have experienced the chaos of life since last year, since we had this pandemic, and none of the things progressed in the usual way? The business as usual was no longer possible, nor did the education went in the same way, and all the other things in life, be it the way we run our houses and how we deal with our children, nothing was the same again. So nature does not like order. Is it the same day every day for us? Like does the wind blow in the same way every day, or is it different every day? Is the weather same? Is it predictable? Is the Mother Earth same every day, or it's different every day? And what is the beauty in being different, being unpredictable, and being with the changes in life that we have started refusing and avoiding? So everywhere you judge the inconsistencies of life, the uncertainties of life, and you avoid chaos rather than acknowledging that the greatest creations and possibilities show up only in chaos. Will you please now destroy and create it all times a concept? Right and wrong, good and bad, for and for, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Whenever you have to do an order, so order is like more of, it's related to time and the sequence of things, like how it has to be structured. So everywhere, like where you have a timetable, where you have to do things in particular order, and then something changes in the external conditions, some new like the circumstances appear that you have not even imagined about, and you go all into the wrongness and judgment. that it's not as I had expected, it's not giving the results, it will not give the result that I had looked for, instead of seeing all the hidden possibilities and opportunities that come with those change in situations. The greatest of people who are extremely successful and make like huge amounts of money, actually they have seen those possibilities which we did not observe. So how much more you can create in your life if you were willing to embrace the possibilities in chaos. And everything that does not allow you to be and do that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Order keeps you fixed in life, and it's like maintaining the status quo where you are the same every day without having to change and without having to like create something new every new day. And so a chaos is, on the other hand, about consciousness, about change, and about possibilities, abundance, and more of everything. So all the definitions of chaos that you have bought in any lifetime, that keeps the wrongness of chaos into your world so fixed. Will you please now revoke, recant, resign, reclaim, denounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate all of that? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. All the oaths, vows, swearings, fealties, formalities, binding and bonding contracts, and commitments that you made in any lifetime to maintain order in the world and in the lives of people around you and in your own life. Will you please now revoke, recant, resign, reclaim, renounce, denounce, destroy, and uncreate it all times a godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. The order is the way in which people can be controlled. They can be made to do the same things over and over again without having to even ask for change and newness. So it's a way to control. So are you willing to now have more chaos instilled in your life and in your being and be uncontrollable? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So our bodies like chaos. So every cell in our body, like it wants to change every day. It will ask for different kind of food, different kind of movements, something like to change every day. And we create all this aging and olding into our bodies by forcing order on it, that it has to eat certain amounts at certain times in a day, or it has to like even the order of age, that now I'm certain age, so my body has to be like this. So how much of that rigidity, fixed positions, and deterioration, degeneration, corruption of your bodies you have created through order? And everything that is, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a godzillion? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And everything that you have done to not allow chaos to be introduced into your bodies and into your life, will you please now destroy and uncreate at all times a Godzilla? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Please feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions whenever you wish to. Otherwise, I'll keep on speaking till I'm done with all that I want to share with you. And then it would be just information while you will not receive any facilitation. So what if you could derive more value out of these sessions by asking questions?
I have a question, Tasneem.
Yeah, please ask.
Yeah. Can we
Yes,
change
Kavita.
the segment body weight by chaos?
What are you aware of? So how much of the obesity and fat weight that you have gained in order to keep order in your body, in order to have it behave and be in a certain way, which probably your body does not want to. So do you ask your body every day, body, what would you like to eat today? What would you like to wear today? Or do you just like, because it has to be done? So order is where it has to be like this, it should be like this, and I'm going to do it this way. So all the shoulds and musts that you have imposed with the food, movement, and every other thing with your body, will you please now revoke, recant, resign, reclaim, renounce, destroy, and uncreate it all times of Godzilla. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pork, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So Kavita, what is it like? What if you could be a different energy with your body every day? How much chaos would it instill into your body? And there are body processes. So if you do a body class, there are processes that you will be introduced to, especially to instill chaos into your body.
I do that processes, but still my body is same.
Mhm,
There is no change in my body weight.
mhm. So have you asked your body, what weight would you like to be on?
No.
Okay. And like, if you could be also like, ask your body, how much do you judge your body for the weight it is? Do you judge your body?
Yes.
Uh, Kavita, have you done a bars class
Yeah.
and foundation?
Yes, I done bar class, foundation, body class, ESB.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Kavita, what if you could be like, are you practicing allowance and all the 5 elements of intimacy with your body?
No.
Okay. So, what if you could start doing that? So, if you could, like, all my Clarity Nights calls are available on my YouTube channel. So, if you, I'll share the link for today's call on the group, and from there you can like reach to my YouTube channel. So, last week we did a call on creationship, and we talked in length about how you can create with your bodies. Another call, like another very recently, so this is a body month. Access is doing a body month. uh, June is the body month, and Simone, like I was listening to a call that Simone did on creationship with bodies, a podcast that she has done, and she has shared some amazing stuff on how what you can create with bodies. So what if you could like start having more intimate relationship, being in gratitude, being in allowance? trusting your body, being in honoring of your body, and being vulnerable with your body. All the 5 elements of intimacy with your body. And then asking your body, what would you like to have? And then, like when you have that kind of a relationship with your body, you can ask. So if you have a very intimate friend, yeah, a friend who is very close to your heart, and you share a very like contributing, nurturing, uh, caring energies with that friend, would they deny if they ask you something? Would, if you ask your friend, like let's go for dinner today, like most of the time they would agree. Yeah. So what if you could then ask your body, what can I be and do for us to have lesser weight, to or to have a particular weight that you would like to have your body on. So Kavita, do you have a family?
Yeah,
Okay, so who all are there in your family?
my husband and my 2 kids.
Okay, so what kind of a relationship do you have with your kids?
Good relation.
Okay, so Kavita, so when you go with your, like if you have a relationship, if you have an intimacy with your kids, and you are honoring them, you are in gratitude of them, you are, you trust them, you respect their space, their privacy, and also you understand that what is it that they like to eat, and you are giving them all those things. And then you ask your child. So imagine a day when you are shouting at your child the whole day, you are judging them. You didn't do this well, तुमने ये भी गलत किया, ये भी गलत किया, तुम स्कूल में भी तुम अच्छा पढ़ते भी नहीं हो, तुम्हारे मार्क्स भी अच्छे नहीं आते हैं. And you are scolding them the whole day, and then you tell them, can you please bring me a glass of water, or can you please go to the market and get me this, like run an errand for me? How would that child, would the child agree, or would they, या फिर वो कोई बहाना बनाएंगे आपसे कि नहीं मेरा पेट दुख रहा है, मैं नहीं जाऊंगा, मेरे को तो बहुत पढ़ाई करनी है. Yeah. And imagine another day when you are in gratitude of your child, when you are telling them that my life has been so happier when you are here, you are such a contribution for my money flows, for whatever, for the happiness in the family. And you are respecting them, that I'm so happy that you are, like you are doing well in your studies, you put in all your efforts, you do your homework on time, I'm so proud of you. And then you ask them for something, better, can you get me a glass of water? And they would, most of the times they would happily go and get you that, if you are that genuine in with your uh, comments and with your child. Do you agree with me on that, Kavita?
Yes, yes, Tasneem.
Yes. So what if you could be that energy with your body as well? What can you be grateful for your body today? And all the emotions, all the baggages that you have been keeping suppressed into your body by like eating more and by creating all those fat cells in your body, will you please now destroy and create it all times the godzillion?
Yes.
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Yeah.
Thank you, Tasneem.
So yes, thank you, Kavita. So we have all, like we all, like take the many of the things we know, but then how much more can we put all these tools of access and all these body processes into use without any projections and expectations. So all the projections and expectations that you have for your body to be on a certain weight, which it might not want to be on right now, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God's in it?
Yes.
Yes, write it down, put in bad, cod and pork, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And look up the processes in the body class manual, like what, like, and do like more of these processes to instill chaos. Are you aware of the process to instill chaos, Kavita?
Yes, yes, Tasneem, I am aware of this.
Yes. So what if you could start using them? So you might have many of the tools in your toolbox, like say my like something is not working in my house. Yeah, my like say my toilet is as getting like उसमें कुछ खराबी आ गई है, my toilet seat is broken. Unless I pick up my toolbox, take out the tools और वहां पे जो स्क्रू ढीला हो गया है वो कस दूं या कुछ मैं कुछ नहीं करूं, वो ठीक नहीं होगा. So unless you have all those tools and processes, what if you could use them? Yes, Kavita? And everything that does not allow you to receive from all the access tools and processes, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God's in?
Yes, yes.
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and bock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And many a times when we are using these energy tools and processes, we have so much of projections and expectations attached to it that the result has to show up in certain time period and in a certain way. How it has to show up and when it has to show up, that does not allow the change to occur. So all the projections and expectations of the outcome and results that you have with access tools and processes, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God's in? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. What if you could use them just for the fun of it, just because it is light and expansive and it feels good to your body, and then see what shifts?
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kavita. Thanks for asking the question. So when we allow chaos with our bodies, when the body is you might even see that someday you wake up and you look at yourself in the mirror and you feel that you are thinner, and other day some part of the body may feel like it's heavier, or the same dress that you are wearing one day, it would fit you very well, and another day it's feeling tight or something. Yeah. So can you see that our bodies can change in instant of a second? It can change every morning. It can change any time of the day. And like either we make our bodies wrong or we don't trust that they are changing, and how what kind of a connection and communion that you can build with your bodies, which would allow it to change on your request. So bodies do change. Every cell of the body is conscious, and only if you would ask it to change, it would be more than happy to contribute. So are you willing to communicate with your body, give it whatever it asks for, and then receive from it through your request? So what demand can you be on yourself and request on your bodies and everything else in the universe that would actualize all your asks? And everything that does not allow you to perceive, know, be, and receive that, will you please now destroy and create it all times the God's in it? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, or nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So do we have any more questions? So is there anyone on the call who really likes chaos?
Hi, good evening, ma'am.
Hi, Shravana. Good evening. How are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you doing?
Very good,
Okay,
Shravana.
okay. So, ma'am, very beautifully you've explained the instilling chaos in the body. So, apart from the body, where else can we use chaos?
In everywhere. Where, like, tell me where would it be that you would not like to use chaos?
Okay, so if I say that I want to,
Are you willing to have a chaotic business?
yeah,
Chaotic money flows.
okay,
How much chaos can you instill in your money flows and into your business, which would create it much faster and much bigger than you have ever imagined?
yes, sure, yes, ma'am.
Yes. So everywhere you have an order, a plan, a strategy associated with a business, which
Okay,
does not allow it to go beyond those limits. Will you please now destroy and create it all times of God's will?
yes,
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. So we have we how much of our order do we impose that the business has to look a certain way, like it has to be like doing like how many clients per day, what would be the kind of growth, which how the expansion would look like, which city we would target in which month, instead of looking at the opportunities that are available in next 10 seconds. So how, like, choosing in 10-second increments is another beautiful way of living life through chaos. So everything that does not allow you to make choices every 10 seconds and to change your choices if required be every 10 seconds and have more chaos. And actually there is chaos.
yes,
There is never order in the universe. It's a man-made construct to try to impose order on everything. So weather changes
Can
every
I
day.
ask?
Yes, just a minute, Neeta. So let me like this.
Yeah.
Ravana, does it give you some insight on like that chaos is already
yes,
there? We try to like we
yes,
create our own barriers and we try to put order. So chaos is a natural
yes,
phenomena. Order is something artificial that we have learned through like trying to be a human. So humanoids are chaotic. They cannot they like to have 15 things going on at the same time in randomly, like ना कि multitasking. अभी अभी ये किया, अब ये किया, तीन चार चीजें एक साथ चल रही हैं, and they are so good at it. Good creating when they are doing all of them in a chaotic fashion. Order is something that we get from the human characteristics.
yes,
So it's not natural to
yes,
us as humanoids.
yes, ma'am.
So
Yes, thank you.
when we go back to our original being, is it's always chaotic. We love chaos. So look at children, small children, 2 year old. अगर आप हम देखते हैं 1 to 2 year old child, is there any order? They would get up and sleep anytime, like till that age, unless we train them to sleep during nights. Kids, they just like when they are small, they would sleep whenever they want to, they would get up whenever they want to. they would just start crying and want to have their meals when they feel hungry. Then we train them, we condition them that no, you have to sleep these number of hours at this point of the day, and you have to wake these number of hours, and then you have to have 3 meals in the day. So we teach them order, and we take them out of their chaos, which would actually create much greater for them. And if you look at the animal kingdom, it's totally chaos. They like chaos.
Yes. Yes. Sure.
Yes, Ravana. Are you done with your question? Can I take the next one?
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Ravana.
Thank you.
Yes, Neeta. Hi, Neeta.
Hi, Tasneem. How are you?
Very good. How are you?
Very good, Tasneem. Tasneem, the minute you said chaos, what came to my mind is drama, and my instant response was when you asked how many of us like chaos, my response was no. But then you said,
Okay, so
yeah.
hmm,
So how
hmm.
different is
So
chaos from drama? Because yeah,
yes. So what are you aware of? So everywhere you have misidentified and misinterpreted chaos as drama and drama as chaos. Will you please now destroy and create it all times the consonant?
yes, yes,
Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So what are you aware of chaos and drama that you are pretending not to know? And
okay,
everything that brought up, will you please now destroy and create it all? Right, times a quadrillion. Right and
yes,
wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So trauma and drama are things people do to control others, to be the center of attention,
right,
yeah, and to mostly it is a control mechanism that people do, trauma and drama.
right,
And chaos is something where nothing is predictable. It's like unpredictability of the things. So is anything predictable in life?
no,
No. So chaos is natural, as I said. It's like being it's uncertainties, unpredictable, the willingness to change every moment in life, flexibility, adaptability.
right. Going with the
So that
flow,
is all is chaos. Going with the flow. Exactly. Going with
right,
the flow and be willing to change and be and do whatever it takes in that moment of time, which would create more consciousness. So order is not consciousness.
right,
Trauma and drama is not consciousness. Chaos is consciousness.
right. Okay,
Chaos
okay. Thank
is
you.
where you
Yeah,
are willing to be aware every second of your life. You are willing to be aware and you are willing to make choices based on your awareness. While order
right,
would be like more like that, I don't want to be aware. I don't want to be that aware. I don't want to be present. I want to make my life run on autopilot.
right,
सब दिन वैसे ही होने चाहिए, रोज सुबह इतने बजे उठेंगे, ये ब्रेकफास्ट करेंगे, ब्रेकफास्ट भी फिक्स्ड है कि रोज यही खाएंगे, या फिर वीक में हर दिन का फिक्स्ड है कि यही ब्रेकफास्ट खाएंगे. आई डोंट हैव टू आस्क माय बॉडी. So what would a life which is in order would look like? Yeah. So you get up, you have your cornflakes and milk, you have the same tea every day, which has so much of sugar put into it. You get ready by this time. You pick up your bag and you go to the office. You eat
right,
lunch at certain time. उतना लंच वो वहां पे लंच किया, फिर काम किया, इतने बजे घर आए, उसके बाद यही वाला डिनर खाएंगे. Same like I eat like every day. It has to be 1 chapati in lunch and 2 chapatis in dinner, for example, and like this
right,
much amount of 1 katori rice. and I'm going to do this every day. So is there a question?
No.
Everything is a conclusion. So in
Right.
order, your life would be totally based on conclusions and decisions and judgments. While a chaotic life would be asking question every time. Okay, body, what would you like to have breakfast today? What would you like to have breakfast in breakfast today? Yeah. Okay, I'd like to have that. Let's make it. Let's do. Shall we go to office today, or would it be fun to work from home? Yeah. And like doing that, what would you like to, body, what would you like to wear today? Yeah. And what would it like if I have multiple businesses, asking question, investing time in which business would create greater today? Which of my business needs my attention today? If I'm like, what can I add to my life today that would make me money right away? And I choose to do something today instead of like going through my to-do list and all my planning. I ask question and do things which would create greater today. So that would be like willing to ask question, receiving the awareness,
Right.
and making choices. And that's where we work from 10 keys of total freedom also.
Right.
That we are doing actually in the book club. Yes.
Right.
You are already there, so you know. Yes.
Right.
So there is no form, structure, and significance. So that like if you are using form, structure, and significance, you are doing order. And in chaos, there is no form, structure, and significance. There is no judgment. So you are always being in interesting point of view. Something didn't work out, some new situation, suddenly it started raining. We were just going out to go to the office and it started raining. And you just ask, you don't go into conclusion, अरे ये बारिश क्यों आ गई? इसी time पे आना था क्या? Instead, or you had a bit like an important client meeting, business meeting, and it started raining. Yeah, and you find that it's difficult to get out of the house right now. And then you ask the question, what is right about this? I'm not getting. What else is possible over here? Can I get over this over Zoom and talk to my client over here? Can we schedule this meeting and have more like offers made available to them?
Right.
So how can I use this to my advantage? Yes.
Yeah. It's just that what happens is, for years I've been making a to-do list, and I don't achieve it. वो हो नहीं पाता मेरे से. जैसे अभी भी like if like but I've just resigned from my job and I have a to-do list, and every morning when I get up वो to-do list का कचरा ही हो जाता है, वो कुछ और ही हो जाता है. So and then what happens is you also end up feeling guilty कि यार ये सारे tasks फिर रह गए, and they get carried forward.
So what, instead of like in one of the like the business start different class or somewhere, like Simone mentioned about like this, it has been mentioned that what if we like we actually want to have these like these are the things that I would like to like do. This is my task list. What if you could still maintain that task list? Instead of like maintaining a to-do list, you have that list, and every morning, instead of concluding that this has to be like, instead of having that to-do list for a particular day, you have all of it together, and like you ask, like look at that list every day, which of these tasks like which of this task is asking to be accomplished today.
Right. Okay.
Okay, and you are like you get connect with that energetically and ask which of it is asking, which of it is now ready to be done, is like which for whom that time has arrived, is now the time to do this. And you pick up all those and you will see that it happens like चुटकियों में काम हो रहे हैं. नहीं तो क्या होता है, हम अटक जाते हैं. Like we spend hours and hours, we put our energies, we waste our energies actually in doing those tasks which are not yet ready to be done.
Hmm. 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 Hmm.
So look
Right.
at how we like the babies are delivered, be it from animals or human beings. Yeah.
Hmm. Hmm.
So is that like when the baby is like it has grown to its like the body has grown, it's ready to come out, and then there would be labor pains in like
Hmm.
normal natural phenomena of delivery.
Right.
That's
Right.
what that when it is ready, there would be pains, and that then it would come out. The baby
Right.
would be out. It's there
Right.
in the world.
Right.
And through that how much of that pain in the body, that labor pain, is the awareness the body gives to the mother, that now body is giving that awareness that the baby is ready to come out. So everywhere that intensity of awareness that the bodies give, and we call them pain. So will you please now destroy and create it all times, Godzilla? Every
Right.
pain
Yes.
is an awareness that your body is giving with a lot of intensity. And labor pain is one of the easiest ways to understand that you
Hmm.
like it's a labor pain is an awareness that baby is ready. It's and every pain is a creation actually. Like it creates greater. Like it's an awareness of something which is getting created, which is like ready to get created, and it's
Right.
an indication. Yeah. So that you have already suffered the pain of job, Nita.
Hmm. Right. Yes.
So the like that pain was like no, that indication that it's now time to move on to something else,
Right.
something greater. Yeah, in
Right.
life. Yeah. And like when you are willing to receive that awareness, that pain goes away, and something like beautiful gets created out of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Just one more question, can I
Thanks,
ask?
Nita. Yes, sure. Yeah.
So, I like, for example, I've observed that if you have had a breakthrough or if there's some good movement that happens and you share it with someone, uske baad the kind of movement slows down or stops. Is this a belief? Is this a limiting belief that I have, which is creating this reality in my life? Because what has happened is, like I bagged 2 freelancing projects. I spoke about it. I shared it about it with a couple of people. Or ye pura hafta no movement has happened. So I was just wondering that is it something like that you have to be cautious of what you are sharing your good stuff with, or who you are sharing your good stuff with, or is it just a limiting belief? Because fundamentally we're all
Were they
saying
truly happy? Like with the people with whom you shared, were they truly happy for your success?
uh, some of them yes, others I don't know. I'm not sure
Okay.
actually.
So, okay. So how many of their judgments? So many times when there are people who would be uh, competing with you, they would have judgments with for you. Yeah.
Right.
And like how many times you perceive their judgments towards you, their jealousy towards you, and you shut down, you keep like make your uh, progress slower, you slow down to keep them comfortable.
Yeah.
So what if you could lower down your barriers and receive all their judgments as an interesting point of view?
Right.
So all the projections, expectations, separations, judgments, and rejections that all those people did on you when you shared the good news of you grabbing 2 assignments, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times the Godzilla?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds.
Right.
And everywhere you are, you try to be normal and like everyone else. So when you share your success and they feel jealous, they feel अरे उसको इतना मिल रहा है मुझे तो नहीं मिल रहा है, and somewhere deep down and many a times in your subconscious mind, you feel bad for them, and then you make yourself smaller, your progress like not going that faster, so that you don't have to feel bad for them.
Right.
So keeping yourself in that same cesspool. So if you read that book, Divorceless Relationship, in that book, Gary very beautifully explains about the cesspool and the clear pool. So we all like try to be in that cesspool, which is like a gutter. So every one of us are in that gutter, in that cesspool, and we like to be there because everyone is there. Then one of us, we get into our we get more than 10% of what we normally be, and we start showing up. We get to somewhere around like say 12%, and we get out of the cesspool, and we try to go to the clear pool. And then
Right.
we want to share. Sharing is like telling people in that cesspool कि वो वहां पे ना तुम इतने गंदे पानी में हो, यहाँ पे अच्छा साफ पानी भी है, तुम यहाँ आ सकते हो मेरे साथ में. There is a bigger better world available to them, and then
Right.
they judge you, they don't trust you, they don't believe you, and they pull you again into the cesspool. Okay. So are you willing to be alone in your clear pool?
Yes.
Okay. So everything that does not allow you to be and do that, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times God's name.
Yes.
How many times do you go back to that cesspool and go into that myth of sharing, believing that others would be like, they would be inspired by you,
Right.
and they would also choose more consciousness, a greater life for themselves. So mostly we humanoids share because we want to tell them that there is something else possible
Right.
that you have not yet considered. So that is the idea, that is the notion with which we share. But then, are people truly looking for a change? Are they choosing to have something else in their life? So don't give people what they are not yet willing to receive. So if you feed a child when the child is not hungry, what would the child do?
Vomit, throw up.
Ulti karega, vomit karega. Yes. So when you give people when they are not yet hungry for that, they would vomit on you. And then you would spend that time clearing everything. उनकी उल्टी साफ करेंगे हम फिर. So don't give them unless they ask for it.
Right.
People get like inspired by seeing you. Yeah. So as time goes by, they would see that how happy you are now. You are making money, you are living a bigger life. And when they get inspired, they want to have the same thing. And then they come and ask you, and then that would be the time you might want to give them. You might want to share with them.
Right. Right. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
And everything that brought up for everyone on the call, will you please now destroy and uncreate it all times a constant. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pop, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. So one last question, if someone has, and then we'll close for the day.
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi,
So
Neha.
I was like whatever questions was in my mind, someone or the other was asking it. So all my
Yes.
a lot of things that were going in my mind, and that was, you can say, I was struggling with, that surfaced up. So I would
Yes. So
acknowledge
that's
each one.
humanoid capacity.
Yeah.
You put you how many of your questions you put in someone else's mind?
Yeah, all of them, all of the questions today that
How
has been
does
asked.
it get even better than that? Yes.
Yeah, and in the beginning of the call, you said now that when we do clearing, something surfaces up, and in all those questions, a lot of things surface up. Like I got a job like opportunity. I was not. I hated my job, and I just created 4 months leave, and obviously from the last 2 months I'm not paid up. So now again I have the only option to go back to that like ordered job, and I also created my business that was doing very well. I was earning in dollars, but I don't know why I have stopped creating it. So what question can I ask, like so that I can do that
So
is
how
joyful
many
for me?
projections, expectations, and conclusions did you put on your business? So what like one of the things that we all do is it would also hold for Nita that when we get to a certain limit, like na कि मेरे को, like if I'm asking for say uh, like an income of certain amount, say I would say like na this, for example कि मुझे 2 lakhs per month मिल गए, so I'm happy. And when you get to that 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs, जैसे ही वो उसके ऊपर जाने लगती ना, then you do something to bring that down. So we all have those ceiling limits. Yeah. So anything that goes beyond that ceiling limit, that if the number of clients start growing beyond that, if the income starts going beyond that in your business, so then you don't like it. It gets you out of, it pushes you out of your comfort zone. So all the ceiling limits with the amount of money that you can have, with the number of clients that you can have, with the like salary in your job that you can have, that you have imposed on yourself, will you please now destroy and create it all 10 seconds in?
Yes, please.
Yes, right and wrong,
yes.
good and bad, pot and pork, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. So are you willing to be an infinite being?
Yes.
So like an infinite being would keep on like creating greater, there would be no end, and it would be an expansive universe, which is like every time asking what else is possible, how does it get even better than this, rather than concluding अब ये बहुत हो गया, वाह हो गया वहां तक पहुंच गए, I have achieved the result, that's enough, and I stop over there.
Yeah.
And many
Same
a
thing
times
was
we
happening.
do, yeah, and many a times we do it unknowing. We were not aware, we didn't even think that this is what we are doing, and then we bring it down. So like our businesses would go like 1 month it's shooting up, and next month it's push ho gaya.
Yeah. Actually, I was
And
not feeling
many,
inspired to earn money, to make money. That inspiration was gone. That okay, I have earned enough. I have crossed this like benchmark of mine. I have been successful. Now let's enjoy home life. Let's enjoy with my parents. And my
okay, so
parents
that
have,
was your creation.
yeah, and my parents
So
have
can
a
you
lot of,
acknowledge that you created that, and there is nothing wrong with that. It's okay. You wanted to enjoy home life. Your body wanted some rest. You wanted to enjoy home life. You did that. Now, instead of saying like, what are you concluding? What are you doing when you say, I can't find another job and I have no choice but to go back to that same ordered job? Is that a question or is that a conclusion? Is there any question over there?
no.
So what questions can you ask actually?
What else is possible? That's only thing I'm getting.
What would it take for me to get the job which would be so much fun and also give me the kind of money that I would like to have?
Okay.
You can ask that. You can try asking that question.
Okay.
And like, have you done a foundation class?
No, I haven't done from it.
Like there is something called energy flows, which you can do. So, and when you like you can like pull you like there is energy flows which would like miraculously connect you to all those employers, to all those clients who would be willing to like Neeta, like this, like last month, like she did the class, and how much of that, Neeta, are you acknowledging yourself that you have been creating all those clients through all the tools that you learned from the foundation class?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. So, like, what if you could, like, how, what more can you add to your life that would give you the more tools, more processes, a way of life that would actually work for you? So the foundation is one of that classes which just changes the track of your life. It's a like a new beginning, as if you are reborn. So consider taking a foundation class whenever you wish to, with whomever you wish to. Like, if there is something, like many people are doing it, and like you every foundation class is different, every facilitator is different, and brings about a new energy. Yeah. So, and it gives you lot many body processes as well. So a lot of things that go on into your life are connected with all the points of views that we have logged into our bodies. And the body processes very beautifully unlock all those points of views and gives you a new space, a peacefulness which was never possible for you before. So it would be like invitation. What invitation can this conversation be for you to now be willing to invest in yourself? So we people, we all do, like we invest in some things, like now we invest in mutual funds, we invest in properties, we invest in houses, we even renovate, we go and buy things which would not even give us back money. We buy cars, like we buy things. Yeah. And what if you could, like, start investing in yourself as well, which would, like, everything that you create in your life is from your being. So what if you could invest in yourself, which would give you the kind of life, the power, the potency, the infiniteness, all the capacity of your body, the phenomenons of your body and being, that would give you all the other things that you are looking for in your life, be it the relationships, be it the kind of body that you are looking for, be it the money, the business, everything else. So you are the source. So what if you could invest in yourself?
Yeah. I would
And
absolutely
everything
ask for that.
daughter. Yes. It's you ask for it and you choose. You choose it. So when you choose it and you ask for it, the money just shows up. So many people, like times we go into that conversation that I don't have the money to choose it. I cannot afford it. So whenever you say I cannot afford it, you are actually blocking all the possibilities in which it can show up into your life. What if instead you choose it? I'm choosing this foundation class, and I'm requesting the universe, and I'm making a demand on myself to be and do whatever it takes to create that money, for that money to show up. And then everything shows up. So choose it. Don't say I can't afford it. I'll do it. I ask for it. I'll depend. जिस दिन हो जाएगा फिर मैं करूंगी, फिर मैं मानूंगी कि हाँ यूनिवर्स दे देगा. नहीं, वो विश्वास अभी रखना है कि मैंने मांगा है तो मिलेगा ही मिलेगा, वो आएगा ही आएगा, यूनिवर्स देगा. So what, like, have you ever asked for and it has not appeared? हुआ है कभी ऐसा क्या? कुछ जिंदगी में मांगा और वो नहीं शो अप हुआ. सब कुछ शो अप हुआ है ना, ये भी हो जाएगा. Okay. Okay. So thank you everyone
Thank
for
you.
joining in. So I'm going to do a foundation class again, like by the end of this month, once the new manual is available. So the foundation manual is being rewritten after the global foundation that happened in uh, April end. So once that new manual is out, I'm going to do a foundation class. So any one of us who is interested, you can contact me, let me know, and I'll keep you updated with my calendar, with city and online, whatever I'm doing. So thank you everyone and have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining in. Good
Thank you,
night.
Tasneem. Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Bye bye.